Hey guys, how's everybody on this Thursday morning? Hope you guys are doing good. Here's another fun Jesus post because Jesus is fun. He's really extra. Just saying. So last night I was Faith is in St. Louis, so I was like, I'm gonna be a big girl. I'm going to take some stepping classes. So Chicago style stepping classes. So I found one last night, and it was like 30 minutes away. So I drove and had on my little sandals, ready to get my step on, ready to remember that 8 count. I ain't remember. And so I got there, and the lady is teaching. It was me and another gentleman that were brand new, and then there was some more couples dancing and stuff. So she was teaching us the 8 count and how to push off, and then the basics and all that. So as we're doing it, she says, she had me practicing by myself. Then she came and she was like, remember, when you're dancing with a partner, the man always leads. And I was like, okay. She was like, hey, the man always leads. I was like, why you gotta say it like that? I don't look like I'll follow. So she started leading me, and she was like, you still trying to follow. Then she hits me with you keep trying to anticipate what I'm going to do next. And every time I would do that, it would mess us all up and throw off the count, so we would have to stop. So she was like, stop trying to anticipate what I'm gonna do next, and just keep moving your feet. So of course Jesus, he got to give you sermons all up in the stepping club, because that's just who he is. And so I was like, dang God, I heard you. You were saying they ain't had nothing to do with dancing, like that was all in my life. And he was like, And it was interesting how when I really did stop trying to anticipate when she was going to turn me or what she was going to do with me, it was easy to follow her lead, because she was like pulling me where I needed to go. She was turning me, so pushing me to turn. And it was just cool how I said, oh Lordy, that's a big dog. Hello. Good luck. That's like a horse. Look at this dog. I don't know how to turn around that fast. Look at that thing. And Bowser think that's his friend. He might eat you alive, Bowser. Calm down. Sit. Come here. Sit. That's a big boy right there. That's like a horse. Anywho, stop. So when she started, she was like pushing me to turn around and all this. Stop, Bowser. Sit. So she was doing all of that. It really was easy. She was like, you look like you knew what you were doing, even though you didn't have the time, did you? I was like, nope, I didn't. She said, but you kept moving your feet. And I'm like, so what do I take from that? What should you get from this story? Stop trying to anticipate what God is getting ready to do in your life, because you don't know how he gonna move. And I was like, well, God, how does that apply to me? Am I anticipating? He was like, hey, miss, I like to be on Zillow all the time. That you anticipate. I was like, oh, I should get off Zillow, huh? And mind my business. Okay. So then it was the whole not anticipating what he's going to do next. Because when you start thinking he's going to do it a certain way, then you start acting accordingly. So you don't know how God is going to do it. So don't try to anticipate. Don't try to prepare for it until he gives you that direction to prepare for it. But the biggest piece was to keep moving your feet. Even though I was new to the dance, as long as I kept moving my feet and kept the count, I still stayed on the beat. It still looked like I knew what I was doing. So the biggest piece was to keep moving your feet. So when he gives you a direction, keep going in that direction. You don't know what's next. You don't know when you're going to turn, but just keep moving your feet. Keep going in that direction that he told you to go in. So again, we're not going to anticipate his next move, because then we try to manipulate it and move a certain way or move our foot a certain way. And he didn't tell you to do that. Maybe he was going to have you go straight and you trying to spin over here. Mind your business and let him lead and you follow. It is very easy when you follow. Once we get to the point of following and stop trying to lead. So I just wanted to share that with you. whatever it is, whatever direction he's telling you to go in, start moving your feet. Head in that direction. He will let you know when it's time to turn. He'll let you know when you got to reverse. He'll let you know when you got to go to the left or to the right. Just keep moving your feet. Keep the count, but let him lead, and you simply have to follow. Now we're at the point when he starts leading, then he's responsible for all of the outcomes. He's responsible for everything that happens. So you are simply following his lead. All right. So remember that when things come up in life, remember Katrina was saying, just follow his lead and don't, just keep moving, keep moving. So when you say, well, God, I don't see nothing in this direction, he ain't asked you what you see. Keep moving, and eventually you will. So keep moving your feet. Don't try to anticipate or really overthink what you think he's going to do next, because he ain't anyway. So I'm going to get off of Zillow and stop trying to find my own house, because I'm ready to move. For the love of Pete, I'm ready to move. But I'm not going to lead. I'm going to follow. So all you got to do, keep moving your feet. Keep going in the direction he's telling you to go in. He will let you know. He'll twist you. He'll let you know when it's time to twist, when it's time to turn, when it's time to go back to the basics, when it's time to do all of that. And one of the other cool things was just when she was saying, keep moving your feet, that 7-8 count was like your reset. So you always have that reset button, when that may be the time where you stop and do some fasting and praying, where you stop and be like, okay, God, I'm just checking in with you to make sure we still on the same path, or we still walking together. So I like that part as well. But just wanted to share that. I went to get my step and dance on, and of course God was preaching at the club thing, because he just preaches everywhere. He just feel like he got to preach and give me a sermon wherever I go. So I wanted to share my sermon with y'all. He told me, so I'm sure it'll help you guys as well. So have a fantastic day as you follow God and you leave all the responsibility up to him. It is not on you. It is all on him. All we have to do is follow. Have a great day.